think of that song, you know, I'm 32 flavors and then some. It's like I used to think, well, I don't get angry, or I'm not an angry woman, or whatever those thoughts were. And now I realize, yeah, there are moments I'm angry, and there are moments I'm sad, and there are moments I feel full of joy, and there are moments that I feel sexy and I flirt. And you know, I used to have these ideas of, well, I don't want to be seen as a prude, or I don't want to be seen as a slut, or I don't want to be seen in this way. And just recognizing that as women we are all of it.
You know, and so if we think about like the normal way of being, there being a lot of effort there to try and look a certain way, project a certain image, be liked, be accepted, be asked out on a date, or, you know, to protect my space, to make sure I don't get overwhelmed, you know, whatever it is that people are trying to do or prevent. You know, it's like life is like constantly trying to do or prevent something. And the more and more those little knots can get unraveled, the more it's like, oh, I can just take a deep breath and relax and know everything that's coming up and through me, whatever comes out is fine. I'm fine, you're fine, it's going to be fine. You know, and that is like the ultimate result of doing this kind of work, is this deep sense of okayness and willingness to discover. We are pretty wild. We are like the full range of what it means to be a woman, or what it means to be this woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty wild. Like, it does not fit inside of a box of how we think we're supposed to be. And I think the message a lot of women get is oh, I'm too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too much, I need to tone it down,
enough.
Or I'm not enough, and actually probably both.
Yeah.
Right? I'm too much, I'm not enough. And so then there's an art to bringing it out too. So there's like the fullness of who we are, the raging, crazy part of us, the loving, accepting, the sexy, the everything. And if any one of those parts gets left out, meaning if there's any one of those parts that we don't feel total self-acceptance around and allowed to be there whenever it actually comes up, that's a part that we'll kind of close off around.
Yeah.
And that will show up in our relationship. You know, watching women go through a process of undoing those knots and getting access to themselves again, they start to glow from the inside.
So
and
beautiful.
It has this magnetic impact, you know, of a woman then who walks into the room, and it's like she might not have changed anything about how she looks on the outside, but suddenly she's drawing attention.
When we're willing to be bright and when we're willing to love ourselves, we call in a man into our lives who is the counter to that, you know. And for a man it might be who's in integrity, or who's, you know, a similar way, but who knows what is important to him and what's true for him, and who is powerful and strong and dynamic. And so it's like, as much as we're willing to uncover that for ourselves, that's who we'll attract into our lives. There's a way that women can think, oh, well, I'm being selfish if I'm putting attention on myself. And for any woman out there who thinks that, I just want to remind her that it's one of the most selfless things you can actually do. You know, that the impact of putting attention on yourself and loving yourself and taking care of yourself is just so far reaching, you know, that it really allows other people to do the same.
To watch a woman really blossom and open up, maybe in a way she never has before, is just totally thrilling. Yeah. And it's fun to see your face light up as I talk about that.
I might be attending one of those workshops.